Welcome to the Toke&Trans. What do I say? Welcome to the Toke&Trans podcast, where we talk life, love, and getting high. Grab a J and join us. We do not condone the consumption of illicit activities with anyone under the age of 21. Got it. I'm so ready.
Born ready. What is going on, my beautiful people?
What's up?
Sunday, it's your favorite day.
It's not Sunday. Oh, shit.
We record on Thursdays, but we post on Sundays, Beau. Here we are. We're here. We're ready for it. We're ready for it. Today, we are going to be talking about Beau. Obviously, if you're on the YouTube channel, you can see his stunning face featured by his top surgery results. I mean, my God, this guy, every time I see this guy, he only videos me shirtless, and I'm just like living vicariously.
Yes, vicariously.
Yes, through you. And I'm just loving every single time I'm seeing it.
Oh my God.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling great. Absolutely fantastic. I still can't. So my official 2 months post-op is April 17th. And that's when but my post-op appointment isn't until May 2nd. Mm-hmm. And supposedly during the appointment is when I'm going to be cleared to go back to normal life. But I mean, technically I can April 17th, I suppose. Yeah. Normal life being like no movement limitations, no weight limitations, you know.
Yep.
Tummy sleeping again.
Tummy sleeping.
Yeah.
That's amazing right now, dude.
I miss tummy sleeping.
Because you're a stomach sleeper, right? Just like me.
Yes, I can sleep on my side, and I got cleared to sleep on my side, which thank God. Because I cannot sleep on my back. And when they told me to only sleep on my back, I needed to take like a sleep aid every night.
Just to go to sleep.
I can't just to go to sleep, because there's no way I just can't do it. I tried, and I just lay awake for hours. Mm-hmm. I tried everything. Yeah, it was a miserable existence. And so to keep myself on my back, I slept on the couch for a month straight. And our couch is broken and hard, and it hurt, and I hated it.
Not it. But
I'm back in bed.
Yay for beds. Everyone loves beds. There's no place like your own bed. Today, we want to dive into Beau's top surgery recovery. Obviously, he has recovered beautifully, but there's a kind of that first week, at least this is the word on the street, is that first week is a little bit different of the recovery process. And I was hoping that Beau, you'd be able to answer a few questions for me, because I'm so curious. Yes, I want to know. Bro. I want to be as prepared as possible. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of high emotions, but there are low emotions, and there are frustrating times I've noticed throughout the conversations with you during, when you're keeping me up to date with your recovery. And I thought maybe we can share some of those thoughts with the people, kind of just starting by like the time when you woke up, and then through that first week of recovery.
Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so, well, I mean, so we talked about last time. Apparently, when I got home, I had FaceTimed you, and I didn't remember doing that, and that was after we sent you a video that I didn't remember doing.
Right. So it would be from when your memory kicks in. From there on. Anywhere before that, you'll have to check out our other episode where I fill Beau in on what happened after he woke up from miles away. Okay.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yes. So when did you start to really remember things?
Oh my God. I just can't. I'm just okay. I just want to say one more thing about the video that or the FaceTime, because I had already sent you the video and was like, good night. I'm going to bed.
I will talk to you
good
tomorrow.
Night. Right. It's like 11 p.m.
It was.
Time you guys are like getting ready for bed. I was stressed out from no contact while your friend is getting surgery. And then you get a FaceTime call from me, and then you're just like, I just imagine you like, oh, let's get to the office. We gotta go outside.
Run.
Beau's calling us.
I think so. I think it was something like that. Beau was calling us to go to the office. There must be an update.
But you guys were like ready for bed. I just didn't remember saying goodnight. And
dude, those videos are just precious to me. And I also show those in the previous episode too, because they're just gold. They're gold, and I will keep them for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You had a tomato, grilled cheese and tomato soup. No, just tomato soup. You had some tomato soup.
No, I had grilled cheese. I had grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Ooh, I didn't know about the grilled cheese. No wonder you threw up.
Yeah. I was so fucking hungry, dude.
I can't imagine. I'm hungry.
I couldn't eat for 24 hours, and then I couldn't drink for like 6 hours or some shit. And I was fucking thirsty, and it was hungry. And I had surgery before where I had to go under. So
right.
And I never experienced the nausea. So I was like, okay, I'm just not one of those people. And so when I woke up, they gave me a nausea bag at the hospital, and they were like, take it easy tonight. You might get sick now. You might get sick later. Yeah. You might not get sick, but prepare to get sick. Right. And to eat something gentle on the belly, like some soup or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't feel nauseous right now. And the whole car ride didn't feel nauseous. I was fucking starving as fuck. And I was like, the soup isn't going to cut it. Make me half a sandwich, please.
Yeah.
And
I can understand that. Yeah. Your drive was 45 minutes.
Yeah. It was like 45
for you not to feel nauseous on the way back. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since I was laying all the way back and I couldn't see out the windows, and like when I can't see out the windows, I get car sick.
Yeah,
I wasn't even in the car, dude.
Yeah, like you were in a different world.
I was somewhere fucking else, buddy. Let me tell you what.
Living your best life.
My mom, I'm not sure if I told you this, but I was retelling this with Tim yesterday, and it just made me so fucking happy because I saw someone like forever ago in a TikTok do something similar. So I'm like hopped up on anesthesia, and they wheeled me out to the car, whatever. And the nurse is like, be careful, don't bump your head. And what do? I wham my head. And she's like, oh, honey. Oh, I said to what? And I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm cool.
Don't worry about it. I'm good.
And then my mom was like, okay, do you have your phone, your wallet, everything, your keys, everything you need, your inhaler and all that? And I'm like, oh, wait, I forgot something. And she was like, oh, fuck, what? And I was like, my tits.
Oh my God, you did not tell me that.
I did.
Even half out of there, dude. You're like, let me tell this joke.
Because I saw someone do something really similar on TikTok, and I was like, that'd be so funny if I did that. I'm like half out of it, and I didn't remember that I sent a video to my best friend or anything like that. Like, I damn sure was gonna do that fucking TikTok joke.
Oh my God. Kayla probably won't be that up to date with these, so I'm gonna perfectly time that. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna have to.
Oh my God, yes.
Because she'll be like, what do you need?
Funniest thing. Yeah, because my mom was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to go get it. What was it?
Right.
She said, shut up, you're fucking stupid.
Get in the car. Stop acting this way in front of these people. So you remember having your grilled cheese and your soup?
I remember having my grilled cheese and my soup, yeah. Because remember how I said I don't normally get nauseous.
Right.
Well, I immediately
regretted it.
I immediately regretted it. I fucking inhaled that soup, dude. I was so fucking hungry. And then at a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw up.
You can already tell.
I'm like I knew it was coming. Like it wasn't like I had time, but I knew there was no avoiding it.
It wasn't a lot of time either. Just a little.
Right. So I said, I'm gonna throw up. And I'm sitting on the couch. And the couch is, like I said before, it's like broken and shit. No. So when you sit into it, your butt kind of sinks in. So you kind of have to like scoot yourself. Well, there could be no scooting for me. I can't really use those muscles and I can't use my arms at all. Yeah. And I'm a big boy. So in order to safely stand up, like get up and out of the couch, Tim has to like take a sheet and like wrap it behind me and pull so that my butt gets scooted towards so that my feet are on the floor. And then from then I can stand up. But it's like the whole scooting things that I couldn't do. So it was like, I'm going to throw up. And I'm trying to be so like calm about it so that Tim isn't freaking out and moving me too quickly. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to throw up. And he's like, okay, what do you need? And I was like, I need you to walk me to the bathroom and lift the toilet seat up. And then I should be fine. And he's like, okay. So he walks me to the bathroom and I'm trying so hard to hold it. Like I'm focusing on just keeping it down. And I get to the bathroom and he reaches down to lift up the toilet seat and I can't even hold it long enough for him to finish lifting up the toilet seat. And I just start vomiting on top of the toilet seat. And
so close.
Sweet angel, sweet baby angel Tim, my love, holds me up by the arm the whole time and finishes cleaning the toilet while I'm still throwing up into it with one hand. And then by the time I'm done throwing up, he stands there the whole time while I'm throwing up, which is not something that he's ever been like okay with, you know, when I've thrown up
for part of when you throw up. Yeah. Kayla always kicks me out, shuts the door. Yes. You stay there. I'll tell you what I need. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how I am too. Yeah. And I'm like, because I'm
like, here we go, babe.
Whenever I've thrown up, I've been drunk or like, I'm like, I just like, I'll feel better if I throw up. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'll be good in a minute. Just you stay here.
Yeah. Give me a second. It's not good.
Yeah. Right. So he held me up, cleaned the toilet, and stood there the whole time while I finished vomiting. But thankfully, that was the only time that I vomited after surgery. And that's
great. That's good news.
It was also a fucking long ass surgery. It's the longest surgery I've ever had. So I'm assuming that maybe because I needed more anesthesia.
Right.
But
and this is all the night of surgery when you got back.
Yeah, that was right when I got back. That's what I remember. And then I fucking took whatever. I started getting like spasms pretty immediately. Mm-hmm. And
in your chest?
Ooh, doggy. Yeah. Oh, man. Ooh, I am so glad I don't have to feel bad anymore. Oh God, it's so insane feeling.
Too much sensation.
It's something. There's spasm in there, and it's like there's no relax. Like I tried to make everything limp because I'm like,
just trying to keep it together.
And I'm like fucking. And this is also when I'm trying to be like, no, I don't need the oxys. I can just take the Tylenol and I was like, nope. How about we get one of them oxys over here, huh?
I think it's time.
Yeah. And I would like a muscle relaxer as well, too. Please, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So, what was I saying?
Right before you went to bed?
Oh, yeah. So I got knocked out.
Yeah.
Because, so I took all that stuff. And, you know, the week is really just a blur. I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
like a fucking lot of pain. Like, man, I cry so much on this fucking podcast. And I beat my face so good. And I'm trying not to cry, but like thinking about how much pain I was in, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was a lot. And
yeah,
and it was like it was the pain of, you know, not being able to fully extend my spine because I'm like in a slouchy position. It was, you know, having just been sliced open, you know, the actual pain of the anesthesia coming off, wearing off, the, you know, the drains inside of me.
Yeah.
That didn't fucking feel good at all.
Right. And you had those for the whole week, right?
For the whole fucking week.
And how often did you have to
empty the drains?
Yeah.
Well, they said as much as you need to.
Right, right.
At first we did it twice a day. But then, you know, Tim was like, I'm like down low enough to where like we didn't have to, we could only do it once a day.
Right.
And because the point is this, you know, it's you're doing less fluid throughout the week. And you monitor that so that they can see that you're doing, you know, you're going down in fluid level. Because if you're not going down or you're increasing, then they shouldn't take the drains out yet. So I was praying to goodness that I was like, is it less than yesterday, Tim? Was that less than yesterday?
Crossing your
like,
fingers. Yeah, please
tell me it was less than yesterday. And so we have to check it. It also like changes color. You know, you go from like being mostly blood to it being, they call it straw yellow.
Wow. That gives you all the imagination you need to fill in those blanks.
Yeah. And
so that was great.
I don't like having those things on me. I didn't like having them on me. I didn't like fuck, all I wanted was a fucking shower. I stunk, dude. I stunk to high heaven. My back was itchy and I can't scratch it.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like,
even if you had a back scratcher, you still can't go that high. Right? You could go behind.
Like my elbows have to be like pinned to my side, essentially.
Right.
And yeah, so I couldn't, like, this would be all I could get.
Yeah. Yeah. Not enough.
Right. And, you know, I mean, if anybody's been like irritatingly itchy,
yeah,
you know, that like it's very easy to snap on somebody. Like,
you get frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just very frustrated. And, you know, the first couple days I was so sore I couldn't wipe my butt. We have a bidet, thank goodness. And I got a tool for that. But you know, I just didn't like that.
Yeah. I mean, what are 3 things that you could not have like mandatory for surgery if you had to do it again? Like if you could tell yourself a week before, here's what you need to get, these top 3, or you'll be upset with yourself.
That big ass pregnancy pillow I got.
Yes.
It was super comfy.
A bidet can also count, by the way.
Yes. Oh my God. So I've had the bidet since way before the surgery. It's just something that we enjoy having. Definitely a bidet.
Right.
You know, you can't shower. Yeah. Give yourself like a little bit, you know, I don't know, like I just hated not being able to shower. And dry wiping is just not as clean, and
trying to stay fresh here.
We're trying to stay as clean as possible.
Yeah, for real. No, and your bidet was like what? Like how much?
$30.
Yeah, $30
on Amazon.
I mean, seriously.
Took me like I had a problem with my I needed to get a new like bolt or something because my toilet with the input, whatever. Something. But it took me like 20 minutes to install. It's not hard. Yeah.
So bidet, and then this pregnancy pillow you said?
Yes, this pregnancy pillow. It's like a full, I don't even know. It's like it
goes all the way around you.
It's almost a complete circle, but it has like a opening. Mm-hmm. It's like a J shape connected to like
a C shape where it doesn't.
A C shape. I don't.
Yeah. Check it out.
It's really comfy.
We'll just link it. You can see what the hell it looks like for yourself. But
did you really use it
in bed or on the couch? Or both?
I currently use it in bed, and I'm going to keep using it in bed until the day that I die.
What about recovery, though?
But for recovery, I used it on the couch because on the couch, like, it's just like I can't sleep on my back, and I toss and turn in my sleep whether I want to or not. You know what I mean? So it was like a way to constrict my movement.
Right.
And keep me in this little like soup bowl in my broken couch so that I wouldn't like turn over. Right. And having a weighted blanket in that combination like prevented me from because the weight kind of like pinned me down, which is also just comfier for me anyway. Yeah. So I mean, I would not have been able to sleep as good as I did without that pillow.
Yeah. So that's good to know. And I have to put that on my own list.
Also, I have this mastectomy pillow that has a buckle and you can like make it tighter or looser and like buckle it to you so it stays on you. It also has shoulder straps, so the shoulder straps are just weird and I didn't use them.
But it goes around the torso.
Yeah, it goes around your chest. It's like made for mastectomy, and then it has like a little pad on the back where the strap reaches around the back, and to protect your skin from the strap. And when the weather started turning, I started getting like really bad asthma symptoms, which I started taking a daily asthma or a daily allergy pill, and my symptoms have subsided since. But before I got that allergy pill, binding was becoming a problem for me breathing wise. And I was coughing a lot. So I talked it out with my surgeon's PA, and she agreed that I should be prioritizing my breathing because coughing too much was also going to pose a potential threat. I could pop a stitch or like tear something. So
in the originally right out of surgery, you had to wear a binder, and you had to wear that binder for a week straight, right?
Well, right out of surgery, it wasn't a binder. I was wrapped in padding and ace bandages.
Okay.
And the bolsters were sewn onto my nipples, and so a week of that with the drains and the ace bandages they say in the packets, and don't even peek because they don't want you to shift anything. And so then after a week, they're like, okay, good. We're good to take the drains out. They take the drains out. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then after that, they were like, okay, they took the bolsters off. They like snipped those off my nipples. And they said, so twice a day, put Zeroform on your nipples, and wear a post-op binder 24/7. And I did that for 3 weeks. And then I went for my 1 month post-op appointment. And then they said, okay, now you can stop with the Zeroform on your nipples, and you can wear your post-op binder either all day or all night. So I chose to do all night.
So you could look at it.
So I could be like this all day. Why the fuck not? Like, why would I why would I do that to myself? So I did that, but then
I'm sorry, did they give you the binder, or did you? They said you can get one of your choice.
They suggested one off of Amazon that was like $20
with a zipper, right?
With a zipper, yeah.
Okay.
Because you can't. I also couldn't wear regular t-shirts. I have to wear button-ups because of, the shoulder movement or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Also, at my 1 month post-op, I got cleared to start doing some like shoulder mobility light exercises, like wall walks, where you just walk your arm up and down, and like little like praying mantis things. And I haven't had a problem with shoulder mobility at all.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So
how well did you do keeping it at your sides? Like,
I feel like I didn't do well.
You don't think so?
I feel like I didn't. And I said that when I went into my post-op appointment. I was like, I'm going to be honest. I think I might have been like doing more than I should have. I think I might have been doing like a lot more than I should have. And they're like, okay, well, your scars look fine. Like they don't look like you've been doing anything you shouldn't have. And I was like, maybe I haven't been doing more than I should have. But I really feel like I've been doing more than I should have.
You're just a harsh critic on yourself. I guess because your scars will tell, from what I've heard. Like if you really stretch before you're supposed to, doesn't it normally make a difference in the size of the scars?
Yeah, they'll widen, and sometimes they'll start to turn purple or they'll puff up.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I don't really have any of that going on. Especially, she said, where you would see it would be under the armpit.
Right.
Like under here.
Right.
And I don't really have any of that. It's really the same length or the same width all the way around.
Yeah, dog. So you did do pretty well then.
I suppose
so.
I don't do a lot of lifting above my head, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You were listening, doing what you were told to be doing. That's all you could do. Is your best. I mean, like, of course, there's some situations you can't help, I'm sure. In the
right. Yeah. So like my asthma, right? So before I started taking this allergy pill, I was like, look, Sonia, this binder thing is not really working out for me.
I can't imagine going back to a binder.
I kept having to unzip it because I couldn't breathe, and like so that I could do my nebulizer treatment, which I was doing 3 times a day every day, which is like wild for me. Because I had everything under control, and then out of nowhere, boom, I'm having these scary asthma symptoms like I did in the past. You remember?
Right.
And so I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, the change of the seasons, I bet it's fucking allergies, because Tim was also starting to like get really sneezy and coughy. Right. So I was like, okay, let me just start taking Loratadine and see where we're at.
In case.
Right. And then boom, fine. Everything's fine.
Done.
It was just fucking allergies. So like,
thank God. Yes.
Right? Yeah.
We can work with that.
Right. So I'm doing much better now. But she was like, at the time, before I got the pill, she was like, well, the majority of what the binder was supposed to do has happened. Yeah. So you should prioritize your respiratory health and listen to your body, wear the binder as much as you can. If that ends up being 0, then that's fine.
Monitor yourself first, right?
Right. So we played it by ear, and I wore it as much as I could. And, now there's like no point wearing it.
Yeah.
It's all happened, baby.
It's all here now. We're good to go.
Right. So my nipples did fine.
Yeah.
And, except for like this one, like a little weirdness happened to it. Like it got like, it had some trauma happen probably. And I couldn't feel it because I can't feel it.
Right.
And, but it's still all right. This one's my good one though.
Oh my gosh, they both look
my left one.
They look so natural too, like the size of them and like the shape.
Yeah.
I think they look freaking great, dude.
They didn't take off much.
Yeah, because you had naturally small nipples. Yeah,
but they did take off a little bit, and I'm glad that they did.
Yeah.
What he did, I'm really happy with. Right. The only thing is that there was on this side, on my, what is this? This is my right side.
Yeah, dog. Here we are. We're learning here. We're here. Left and right.
So, on my right side, I have this, like, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. There's like a crease.
It's like a slight divot, barely.
Yeah, like a slight divot in my chest on my
but you can't
right
always
side.
See it. You can't always
see it.
Depends on your shoulders and which way you're looking. And
right. You could really see it from this angle here. It's like this part was tacked down too far or something. Or like something up here wasn't tacked down far enough. Right. Or something. I don't know.
Something somewhere.
But you know, c'est la vie. So such is the risk of getting a surgery like this. You might need revisional surgery. You might not entirely like your results. And that's, I mean, I talked about that in a previous episode, that was something I was really prepared to experience. Yeah. And in light of everything, I am over the moon with my chest. I love my chest so much. Even with that little fold, like whatever, like I said it before, you know, like people have different bodies, people have different chests, like people have rolls and folds and bumps and humps, and it's fine. So
people have,
right. And I can always work out and change the shape of it, and it'll be fine.
You can do whatever you want to. It's your body, and I freaking love it, dude. I love it the way it looks. What is what did you have a lot of like sadness? Did you have any sadness in the first week?
The first week I wanted to literally not live anymore.
So it was sad.
It was sad.
Yeah.
I was in so much pain I could barely move, but they're like, you have to walk. You have to walk around a lot. They don't want you staying still, really, because that's how fluids settle and solidify, and we wanted to avoid a hematoma and a seroma and stuff. Right. So they're like, you got to walk around. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to walk around. I'm fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm getting mad at Tim because Tim's like, well, baby, you should really walk around. You should do a little walk. Do a little walk around the apartment. And I'm like, fuck you. Do a little walk.
I don't wanna.
Fuck away from me. Give me my oxy.
Poor guy. Yeah. What helped? What was the relief for you in those moments?
Weed. As soon as I could start smoking weed, bro,
weed was bad.
They were like, you should avoid coughing. You know, your stitches are fresh. So I didn't cough, not once.
You just made sure to take light hits to not cough. Just like, baby hits, I swear. Instead of having to switch to edibles or whatever.
It was that we didn't have edibles at the time.
Yeah. And you were waiting. So, didn't you get called in a little bit early to do, like, it was a cancel, or was that your day?
That was my day.
That was your day.
Because I hadn't got my labs done yet because I was still symptomatic from RSV.
Oh, I
see. Then they had called me and was like, did you get those labs done yet? And I was like, no, I'm still symptomatic. So I'm waiting for the symptoms to be gone before I go out in public and get these labs done. Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, great. I was just calling because we have a date for February 17th. If your labs were done, then we could have signed you up for that. And I was like,
oh,
okay.
I'm on it. I'm going right there.
Yeah. So then that was my date.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Did
your tattoo move? I have to know.
This one?
Yeah, you have one on your shoulder. Yeah.
A little X on my collarbone. It did not move.
You didn't notice it move at all?
It didn't move at all. No.
Okay. I was curious because
what is weird,
I've always avoided chest tattoos and even stomach tattoos so far because I knew they're coming off one day or another, and I didn't want to like have to go back and redo the tattoos because tattoos are expensive. So yeah. So I've been waiting, but I wanted to know if it moved.
No, it didn't move. Not this one. I think it's too high up. But what's really weird is that like when I'm numb pretty much still on almost the entire right side of my chest. Like pretty much from the start of the scar all the way up diagonally to the ball of my shoulder. I'm like numb all right here, you know?
Okay.
And I can feel a little bit under the incision. And on this side, I can feel everything except my nipple.
Oh, okay. I see.
But so the weird thing is, like center my chest, when I rub it like this, it feels fine. Nothing weird about that. My scar doesn't meet in the middle. So this was all where it was before anyway.
Yeah. Like 2 inches of space, it looks like.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I move either way, it's like
you lose it.
When I go up and down, like over my incision, it's like you know when you're walking downstairs and you think there's one more step, but it's actually just the floor.
You run into it, yeah.
And you run into. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm missing a step. It goes from like, okay, like that's my chest, like I'm touching my chest, the upper part of my chest, and like, oh, where is that? I skipped like a whole like.
I'm to my belly now. Wait a second.
Right? Like,
yeah.
I was like here the whole time, and then it was here. You know, it's
You're like, where'd it go?
So weird. I feel like weird, like this feels insane, dude. Like just
that is so strange. It's like ghost
touching,
and you have ghost chest. Itches too, right? Like it's ghost itchy in a ghosty way.
That's another thing I want to talk about, Aaron. Remember before when I talked about being itchy with the ace bandages on and not being able to scratch my back?
Yes.
This is a new hell.
That's like dreamland compared to this.
I wish I could go back.
Yeah.
And truly just like relish in the fact that itch could be itched, because right now is like, you know how like as things heal they itch. That's just
part of the process,
how things work, right? So remember how I said I'm mostly numb?
Yeah,
that means that I can't feel myself scratching the itch. So I have itches, like my nipples feel so fucking itchy, but I can't feel anything. Nothing. I can slap them. Nothing. Nothing. So it's just itchy, and the itchy won't go away. I mean, it goes away eventually, but it's just like insane.
Yeah.
Hot showers help.
Yeah.
Yeah, those help. Like really hot.
Against your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's like burning other parts makes the itch go away, or like makes me think of something else. I don't know, dude.
It makes me think it's like connecting behind your, like directly behind the center of your nipple, to where there's no scratching or anything to where you can get to it because it's physically underneath a ton of skin.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, I mean, I'm still getting, I didn't mention the shooting pains and the buzzing
in your
chest. Nerves. Yeah. So like the nerves coming back online.
Yeah.
In my chest. It started after the drains came out.
Mm-hmm.
So like the 2 weeks after the drains came out was like sensation fucking overdrive. Like
everything starts connecting.
Yeah, I start getting shooting sudden intense fucking pains in my chest, mostly to my nipple. It feels like it's coming from the inside and it's just going zing
like a lightning bolt,
zing right to my nipple. Like,
and you told them at the post-op appointment too, and they're just like, so that happens sometimes.
They're like, yep, nerves coming online. That's healthy.
You're coming back. Great work.
Right.
You're like, and okay, I'll keep doing it then, I guess.
Right. So like that pain, like that hurt, but there's also a buzzing that didn't hurt, but it was wild. It was like buzzing is all I could describe it as. It's like a vibrating, like if it felt like the doctor left his fucking pager sewn inside my chest and it was going off. Like it was just like bzzz,
like a funny bone.
Like it was like vibrating in there. It was weird. Like it didn't hurt. It was just so fucking weird.
Yeah. Wow.
And so I have a lot more feeling in my chest since then, but not all of it. I've been doing like a little, like I saw online, like you could like just keep touching the numb area, with like softer things, like soft things, and then as you start to feel the soft things, like it's a firmer things or something. So yeah, that's
what you're doing now. What does scar care look like right now?
Scar care right now looks like nothing. I'm still too early to really do anything. She said that silicone strips are really for people who have like a purple or raised thing going on, or like hard spots. I don't really have any of those things. So, and also it's too early for any kind of like scar massage if I need it. So I'm just chilling, keeping everything moistened.
Moistened like lotion.
No lotion. I use bacitracin ointment along on my scars. And on my nipple I switch between vitamin E oil and bacitracin ointment, and I also have been using the repairing salve on my nipples.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, it works really well. So
you are on scar care. That is scar care, definitely. If you're doing something out of your way besides like your average lotion, I don't even put lotion on my chest. So I put lotion on my face, but so you're going. I mean, you got some extra steps. That's important scar care. I guess you were thinking more of like a massage situation.
Yeah, there's like eventually I can do like a scar massage, which is like a point massage for like if you have hard spots, to like break up the collagen and smooth out those hard spots. You'd basically like it's called a point massage because you would take like one finger and point it and like keep it on a point, and then take the other finger and like massage around it.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then that helps like focus and break up the collagen and the bumps or whatever. But I don't really have any of that right now. Everything's pretty smooth.
That's so good, dude. I'm so happy to hear that. That's it. I can't get over it. So you're like 2 months post-op?
April 17th, I will be 2 months post-op.
Almost 2 months. Nice.
Almost 2 months and 17 and 18 days.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. And then back to normal, all normal activities will be when?
Cleared for heavy lifting.
When?
After my post-op appointment, May 2nd.
May 2nd.
I'll be cleared for heavy lifting.
And you'll be good for anything you want to do at all.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm proud of you, dude. Proud of you for getting through some tough times. Obviously, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows with a serious surgery like that.
Yeah, it was the first week I cried a lot. Yeah. I was in a lot of pain and I was not comfortable and I was not happy, and I was like, I mean, and you know what? I'm glad that I just succumbed to it, honestly, because trying to be like, it just don't try to like fight the negativity that you're feeling when you're in so much intense pain and feeling so many intense things, you know, like I needed to just
sit in it,
be upset. Yeah. I needed to be mad. And I was mad. I was mad that I had to go through this.
Right.
To you know, like I was mad at cis people, and I was mad at everything that was going on. Right. And I was mad that, like, you know, that not everybody gets the opportunity that I just had. And I was mad that I was mad, and I was mad that I was upset about it. And I was mad that I wasn't happy. And I was, you know, mad that I wasn't like overjoyed or like, I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you have to just sit in those feelings. You have, like, sometimes even when it's not even a gigantic, like a big situation like this, sometimes you're sad and you just need to be sad for a little bit. Sometimes you're mad. You have to just let yourself be mad. I'm just mad. That's just what it is. So if you're exercising those exercises in your own, in like a serious situation like yours, you know, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I let you let yourself do that. Like, respect yourself enough to do what you want to do in that space.
Right. And that was also before I even saw my chest. So there was like a lot of like, what if going up in the air. And it was like, not only am I enduring great pain and discomfort, I'm also not sure if this was worth it.
Right.
I don't know how I'm going to feel after I look at my chest. I don't know if I'm going to be happy or if I'm going to regret this immediately.
Yeah.
And if it's the latter, then what the fuck is all this pain for?
Right.
And, you know,
at this point, you're all wrapped up, right?
Right.
In your ace bandage.
Yeah, and I had a pretty big chest, even with just wrapped up with all the padding and stuff. It would, like, you could tell, like I could see that they were gone. You know, it was just like I spent a lot of time when I got up and walked, like looking in the mirror and just like reassociating my face to my body, because I didn't want it to be such a shock. You know, like and like looking at, I had a zip up hoodie, you know, and like that kind of, like zipping that up in front of the mirror, like kind of made the padding like blend into my belly.
Sure.
You know, so it like visually was like closer to what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what the result's going to be when you are able to take those things off, and you can start seeing what what that looks like in the mirror with your new body, which is still your body.
Right.
It's just a little bit different.
Yeah. And I just really didn't know what to expect. You know, you see all the reveals and everything, and it's like instant joy. I didn't know if that was going to be me. I had such a hard time up till then. I was like ready for another fucking blow, you know?
Or when you take it off.
Right. So when she took it off, you know, she was snipping everything away, and I didn't want to look down at all.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to, first of all, I didn't want to freak out while she was doing stuff, because, you know, I'm very liable to freak out at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of emotions.
Right. And I'm looking straight at Tim, who's recording the whole thing. And he's giving me like thumbs up and saying like it looks good, like just with his mouth, you know. And
yeah,
so he's like, calming me down and smiling at me, and that really helped. And I never, I did have that moment where I looked in the mirror and it was instant joy. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been something totally different, but you
were prepared for something totally different.
Yeah, I was prepared for something totally different. And I think that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Because, there's always a chance that you're not going to like how it looks, that you're not going to like the placement of something. You're not going to like how much they lipoed, or you're not going to like where the scar sits, or maybe you end up having dog ears or something. Like there's like so many possibilities for something aesthetically to go wrong.
Right.
And, I mean, this is an example. This is an aesthetic problem for me, but not so much that it's worth the revision surgery for me. I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah, no. When I look at your face, like when you're leaning back like that, I can't see it when I'm looking at your face.
Right.
It's not something that's like in your peripheral. You can't.
Peripheral.
Yep. You can't see it. So it's like, and then as you go down, even when I'm looking at your neck, I can't see it. You know what I'm saying? So as you go down, it's nothing. It's nothing. I love it so much. And I'm so proud of you for going through that tough time. That's not easy to do. And you got it done, especially as someone with anxiety. Like that's, you had a lot of emotions to go through, even more than the average person's anxiety. So we are going to be sitting here with our brains spiraling, like they're just going to be there anyways when they take this off, expecting that's like part of our job is to prepare for that anyways in our brain. For some reason we think.
Right. And they I'm glad that they do what they do and they come in and they ask you what you're having done.
Yeah.
Like everybody that came in and asked me what they're having done. And even the surgeon, when he was marking me up, was like, okay, like as he's drawing on my tits, I was like, okay, what are we doing today? Like, double incision mastectomy with free nipple grafts, and then at the end he thought I was gonna forget and liposuction, and then we both kind of said and liposuction together at the end, which is kind of funny. And liposuction.
You guys are all ready. You're on the same page. Yes.
Right.
I'm so curious to be drawn on with the Sharpie. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see where they're doing. I'm so freaking ready for that shit, bro.
Hopefully they don't do it with your ass out facing the 3 other fucking people.
Hopefully not. I'll just be like, look, I'm gonna leave my jaws on if that's all right.
Oh my God.
That's quite the experience right there. What a show for them.
Yeah. But after the drains were out, after the first week, it was basically smooth sailing. Like I would get those random pains and the buzzing and shit, but it was so much better, man. So much of the pain was gone.
Yeah.
It was the drains, bro. There was so much drain in my skin.
Spiraled up behind your chest, behind your skin.
Yeah, just coiled up like a cinnamon bun in there. Like,
yeah. And then they pulled it out and then it felt better, right?
Oh my God, instantly.
Instantly, those are not supposed to be there.
Oh, my buddy said there's so much in here. Get it out.
Like I just imagine like a worm, like a gigantor worm in my chest.
That's what it felt like. When she pulled it out, it just felt like she was pulling out a gummy worm.
I like felt that down my spine, bro.
But it was like, a lubed up gummy worm. So it came out nice.
Well, I appreciate that. Stunning visual and physical, emotional roller coaster that was. Oh, it looks so good, dude. I'm so happy for you. You deserve it.
Do you know what I have in my shopping cart right now?
What?
a pink leopard print thong Speedo.
Oh my God.
That's the energy I'm bringing to the beach this year. So
this summer is gonna hit different, everyone. Okay.
The cheeks are gonna be out.
They're gonna be flying. Tim's gonna be like, hello.
And he will, yes.
Yes, he will. I love you, dude. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I appreciate it. The people appreciate it. And I'm just so happy that you brought us along for this whole ride and this whole experience. And I appreciate you being open to answering these questions, because you don't have to do that. No matter what anybody tells anybody, you don't have to do that. So
nope. I'm about as open as a 7-Eleven for you, buddy.
My man. I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you. Subscribe. Check us out every Sunday.
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day. That's when we drop the knowledge.
Yes.
We will see you in the
next one. Bye.